Just do a casual walk by, Mom. Just casual. Stop pretending you don't love that. She loves it. I'm about to put together my very green shakshuka, and I finished the very green shakshuka with a green tahini. I really want to blend the herbs into the sauce. Ooh. I'm one of 3 girls, and each one is crazier than the next. Is that the right way of saying it? Yeah? It depends on how much you love garlic. I'm just gonna throw in a garlic clove. If you wanna put less garlic, just use either half the garlic clove or a small garlic clove. I'm gonna put in some fresh lemon juice. Let's start with a half a lemon. Mike Solomonov, shout out. He taught me this trick. What really keeps the tahini sauce nice and creamy and light is ice water. Where's the Vitamix? Where is everything? I don't know where anything is. Mom, where's your Vitamix thing? That thing. Which one? Thanks. Ma! Ma! I need meatloaf. Anyone get that? Oh yeah, that looks nice already. Look inside, it's way more beautiful. You see that? If you were just making regular garlicky tahini sauce, you're done. That's it. I'm gonna make this a green tahini for my very green shakshuka. Fresh dill and fresh parsley. I also love chives in here. It adds such a beautiful flavor. Do you see this color? It looks like it's the perfect texture too, because I don't want it to be too thick. Nice and green. You know, tahini's like a little bit of like a blank canvas. If you don't have dill, just put in parsley. If you don't have parsley, just put in dill. You can put in chives. Do preheat your oven to 350 degrees because this shakshuka gets baked in the oven. So we're using Swiss chard. You can use kale, you can use collards. It calls for around 4 for the recipe, but this does not need to be perfect. It will taste gorgeous if it's not perfectly chopped still. I'm obsessed with fennel. I actually cook with it a lot and I talk about it a lot on my Instagram. Well, mostly because I'm posting recipes with it all the time. And a lot of people tell me they don't usually cook with it. When you are cooking with fennel, I would always suggest keeping the fronds for garnish. The ones that are closest to the heart, like in the middle, are more tender. So I'm just gonna keep this to the side so that I can garnish the dish with it after. If you don't like fennel, you can substitute with celery. And I'm going to chop up a jalapeno. If you don't like it spicy, just remove the ribs and the seeds. That's where all the heat is. I'm gonna keep the heat in because Ido loves it spicy. So I'm just gonna kind of go through this a little bit because I wanna make sure this is really chopped. Ooh, it smells really good. It's spicy. Here we have some olive oil in here. Give it a nice amount. Then we're gonna saute the fennel and the onion and the jalapeno. Some salt. Where's the salt? Do you see the salt? Oh, here. She's here. Season well. My knife skills are like, they're whatever, but they get the job done. And I kind of like that they're not too perfect because this is the hand that created these recipes. So I don't want anyone to feel like it needs to be too perfect for it to be amazing because they're just amazing and the flavors are so good. I'm so excited. Get a little bit of color, let those vegetables get a little translucent. I love spices. They can like totally change the look and the feel of a dish. Cumin, super earthy. I think did you see that? I just like to use it, but with restraint. And I've never, ever, ever had anyone tell me that my food tastes overly cumin. I like to put my spices in during this time because when you saute it in the fat, the heat from the fat really releases so much of the flavor and the aroma from the spice that usually, whoa, has been sitting, let's be honest, in your spice drawer for a long time. We're gonna put some ground coriander seed. Obsessed with coriander. super earthy, has a little citrusy flavor to it. And all these spices just taste so beautiful with that fennel. Fancy. Don't like stand too far over this because like the chili is like making me want to sneeze and I'm like inhaling like the chili spice. So warning, maybe don't do this, do this. I'm gonna add in the cilantro and the parsley. You see how beautiful this is? So much flavor. Just toss it in the fennel and the onions. And what I like to do now is just season it one more time. I add a little bit of stock or a little bit of water, and I just want to let it kind of steam a little bit. Just a little bit to release all that flavor. We're just going to cover it, let it steam for a little bit. So this is what I love so much about shakshuka. You can scale it up, you can scale it down. If this is for 2, you get a lot more veg. If this is for 4, you get a little less veg. But whatever, it's great. It's a beautiful, it can be a main, it can be a side, it can be whatever you want. Then you crack the egg right into the well. Very nice. And then what I like to do, this one, you know, this shakshuka can't actually be finished on the stovetop. I feel like it doesn't cook properly for me that way. So I like to put it into a 350-degree oven, 3 to 5 minutes. And because we've made the green tahini before, we're actually ready to eat. If the tops are a little, like this is perfect, you can see the jiggle. She quiver. You just want to kind of run this tahini over these eggs. Like I absolutely love tahini, and this just adds so much creaminess and depth. And then I like to finish with a little bit of cilantro. Again, if you don't want cilantro, just use parsley. And then you want to take those fennel fronds. Obviously, there's really not that much here to use, but just try and sprinkle a little bit of that on top. And the fresh herbs just really also play up that kind of very green shakshuka. We just ate it all.
That was delicious. That's really good. Like a, hey!
Ow!